You never know what you know.
Ready? Word. All right, got
There you
thumbs
go.
up.
Good evening. We'll call this meeting of the Parks and Recreation Commission to order. And the first order of business is minutes. Has everybody had a chance to read the minutes of the May meeting? Any additions or corrections? Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll motion.
Thank you, Laura. Second?
I'll second.
Got a second there? Motion and a second. Any objection to unanimous approval? Thank you. And thank you, Laura, for making that motion here. We have no name tag here, and it's Laura's last meeting here, so we'll just want you to be engaged.
Absolutely.
So, okay, thanks a lot. Okay, we'll move right along. It looks like Guy's up first with the
All
Parks
right.
report.
Good evening, everyone. Starting off, building maintenance stuff. I'll let Brian kind of recap all the rec center stuff. I'm sure you have stuff to report on that. The Rancho house, we installed 3 bronze plaques on there to kind of give the history of the house, and one of them is the actual address. Continue to pick up a lot of the trash in the parks. Oh, there we go. Outer space. Let's see here. Where was I? We continue to maintain ball fields and facilities. Fields have been very busy with NLCBS, our town league, and tournaments on the weekends. I think the season's been going pretty decent. Also, I think so far as soccer is that's coming pretty close to a close, isn't it, Brian?
Couple more weeks.
Couple more weeks, so we maintain the soccer fields and paint lines. Mowing and trimming continue to be a majority of our responsibility, especially with all the adequate rainfall and the cooler temperatures. The grass has just been growing nonstop. We get over about 275 acres once a week, and some of it we have to do twice a week. Like their hot spots, which we consider like the rec center and building site and stuff like that. Also, we spent a lot of time with landscape maintenance this past month. This is the time of the year when weed pressure in our landscaping starts to really thicken, and it takes a little extra time to get through those. Luckily, we have more help now, so we have a couple crews that's what they've been working on, landscaping. The 92 planter boxes at Liberty Center Pond they have been planted with flowers, and water those daily or a couple days. Depends on how much rain we get. We did have a small fish kill at Fox Valley Pond. After looking at the fish, we've had this before. It's just kind of a natural spawning. When the bluegill spawn, they get kind of got fungus on their gills, and it kills them off because they can't breathe. It's just natural occurring, but we had to clean up some dead fish.
And that's at Fox Lake,
Fox Valley.
Fox Valley.
Yep, pond. That's out there off of Forever Green Road. I attended multiple meetings with Shive Hatter this past month. May 12th, I had a meeting regarding the city admin building construction plan review. We're just getting nearer to actually constructing the new city administration building. May 19th, we met for the future Penn Meadows Park North parking lot. We're just going over cost and the design of that. Costs kind of seem a little high, but I think everything's high right now. What we're wanting to do is do an overlay on the existing parking lot and do an expansion to the west of there. However, they're wanting to incorporate some stormwater into that new parking lot with some brick pavers, so maybe we can keep some of the water on site. May 25th, we had Centennial Park Pavilion and Splash Pad design discussion. We're really trying to move that along, where our goal is to apply for a Vision Iowa or Destination Iowa grant. we'll see how that turns out, but we have to have a design kind of in place. So Shive Hatters and staff have been working really hard on that to get that in place. So trying to come up with a concept, some ideas that we think might look good, what the pavilion's going to look like, the amphitheater width's going to look like, splash pad. We're trying to determine what we want out there for that, the size of it. But you'll see more to come on that.
And
So.
where will that go out there?
Okay, so you know where the traditional playground is to the east, and then the rock climbing to the west. So right in between that
Okay,
is where the pavilion and amphitheater is going to be located. And the splash pad will be to the east of the traditional playground. Well, southeast, just right behind that, basically. So we're looking at 5,000 minimum square feet on a splash pad, but we're looking for some, something a little more unique, something that might be LED lit so you can see the water at night coming up from the fountains and stuff. So we're just kind of brainstorming to see what would look nice out there. Also attended Rancho Way progress meetings and Dubuque Street progress meetings. We also had staff. We had some additional training requirements through Target Solution. That's our city training program, as well as IMAU. We had chainsaw and backhoe training on May 10th.
What is the IAM?
Iowa
stand for?
Municipal, Iowa Association of Municipal Utilities.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So, yeah, it's a mouthful. A lot of municipalities participate in that. We pay them a certain amount every year, and they come and do training for us. So keep us up to date and meet all requirements. Also met with Shive Hattery to discuss the Rancho Way pedestrian tunnel out here. It was kind of an afterthought, but we got looking at it, and we really thought it would be very beneficial to put an anti-graffiti coating on it, just because the concrete was so porous and the paint was so dull. It really didn't have a sheen to it. If it get tagged by paint, it would have been very difficult to get off. We just wanted something that would, prevent that. We're not going to prevent it, but it's going to help us when it does happen. So I'm not sure they were working on it. I'm not sure if they're 100% done. I think I'm going to go over here right after the meeting and take a look.
That's a done. So it will be coated with the anti-graffiti.
Yeah, they already had the 2 coats of primer, the pre-primer before the anti-graffiti coating. So they're there now working on it.
Wow.
They may be done. And if we go over there, also the landscaping in around the entrance to the tunnel, the plants are all there. However, last time I was there, the mulched lava rock wasn't in place yet. So the Centennial Park Loop Road is nearing. I mean, it is pretty much completed. We're just doing a couple punch item things. Our hopes for a well-established turf grass ahead of the Blues and Barbecue celebration in July is looking really well right now. So, knock on wood, that keeps growing, and we have really good turf prior to that. I'm at Penn Mills Park, Babe Ruth Field, the high school students within their construction program there. They built us a storage shed. You can see the pictures. I have pictures of this, but very thankful to them. Mike Bales donated a lot of the materials, along with NLCBS, our town league, paid for all the materials. And the school needed a project, so they constructed it. It's all in place now. However, we are going to put a standing seam metal roof on it to match everything else. That's on us. And then we're going to put some sort of siding on it. I don't want to put vinyl on it because I know it's going to happen. We're going to put something a little more durable on it. I haven't quite figured out exactly what I want to do on that, but not vinyl siding because it will not hold up to baseball traffic. Also like to thank Heritage Christian School and their students for their service work, service day completed in our parks on May 13th. Students and teachers assisted park staff with mulching trees at Penn Meadows, Centennial Park, and Quail Ridge Park. It does say and really, it does save us a lot of time because many hands make light work. I just estimate about 80 cubic yards of mulch around approximately 300 trees. But anyway, I just want to say much appreciated for their help on that day of service. If you notice at Liberty Center, we have installed the water fountain. It's up and running. However, it's been kicking on and off. I think we found the problem was a bad breaker. It was running today, knock on wood, but it's in place. I know the boat sailors over there, the remote controlled boat sailors, they like that because they go out and around that. So they always, when do we get the fountain in place? So it's back there. The splash pad is up and running. We had that ready to go for Memorial Day. Everything seems to be working fine there. I've been noticing a lot of kids playing in it already, so that's ready to go for the season. You've noticed the pictures. Actually, Tim, he power washed some of our park monument signs. That limestone actually kind of gets that black crud on it. I just have to power wash occasionally, but we're gonna do some more as time permits. And let's see, on May 14th, I don't know if any of you were there, but we had the Remarkables rigs out at Centennial Park. We had a lot of our parks equipment there, a lot of streets equipment, the fire department, wastewater, water. We all had equipment there, and the kids had a great time getting in and out of equipment and looking things over. So
I brought 2 little boys and they had a blast.
did they? Good.
It was
Yeah.
hot.
Did they actually
Really
get
hot
to
that
pull
day.
the air horn on the semi?
No, they didn't pull the air horn. They were scared. They were both like not quite 4, but the
Okay.
fire truck was big, and then some of the parks equipment was quite fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's a total highlight.
My son made sure to let me know that, this is a lot bigger mower than you have, Dad. So,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
thanks.
man.
They wanted one probably, right?
They were
Yeah.
so pumped. They were so pumped. That
Yeah.
was such a great
Yeah,
indulgence for
yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah. That's fun doing that stuff. Park staff inspected all our playground areas in preparation for the playground crawl event held on May 21st. From what I heard, everything went well for that.
Huge success.
Okay, good. And planning and preparation continue for the July 9th Blues and Barbecue celebration. We've been holding occasional meetings on that. We're starting to ramp up, making preparations. We haven't had it in a couple years. Had it, so it's just kind of getting back in the groove. And thank you for all the volunteer help that we get for that event, because it wouldn't happen if it didn't have volunteer help. And lastly, I'd like to say our search for seasonal employee is looking a little better. We hired 3 last month. I hired another one on Monday, and I have one last interview on Friday, so we'll see there. So, yep. But I'm opening up for any questions you may have.
If folks want to volunteer at Blues and Barbecue, I forget, where can they sign up for that?
You can find that on the website.
Just on the
Yeah.
website, okay.
Mhm.
I don't know, I think we need to find more for Guy to do, don't you? It's fantastic. It's too bad the people out there, the pictures, like he says, worth 1,000 words. It shows all the projects. We thanks to the Heritage Christian School for chipping in, for Liberty High School. It's just great to see the community involvement. And I know you're going, with all the different things with the remarkable rigs or whatever. It's fun on both sides, things like that to bring our community together.
I think this Saturday is Let Love Fly. Is that what they call it?
The kites.
Kites.
Kites,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
At Centennial Park.
It-
Yep.
Yeah. The Free Fish Weekend is this Saturday
Mhm.
at Liberty Center Pond.
And I think it's a little difficult sometimes to get through the media, all the things that are going on. Hopefully, a lot of people, social media, that's the way to get the information. We don't have a local newspaper, a hometown newspaper anymore. But if you really do, there's something going on all the time. I think the concerts begin this Friday at Renshaw House, and that's kind of a community gathering. We're looking forward to Blues and Barbecue and something going on at the parks. It's just, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So we just hope that everybody out there just continues to to look for the things to do, and a lot of the things, they're free activities where you can bring families and enjoy our parks and enjoy the, the atmosphere of the community. So,
I'd say to Richard, to that point, I would encourage anyone to sign up for the North Liberty emails because
those
it's
are
a
great.
nice collection of information, especially events and stuff. So that would just be another tip.
right, and
Great
many of us are, different neighborhood social media and things. keep pushing it out there, and for everyone to get to give their information. But we appreciate all the work. Things look nice. It's I think we're proud of our parks and our everything around here, and to think we're cleaning the signs to just enhance that even more. That's what keeps the community looking nice. And we're all looking forward to going over and looking at this tunnel after the meeting. So
I would just share too, I had a couple unnamed Iowa City folks say how jealous they are of North Liberty in terms of the attention to detail that we do with our parks. You're seeing this with the tunnel and that sort of thing. We look at every section, and you guys do a fantastic job of paying attention to that. So it might have been Iowa City, it might have been another community. I won't say for sure.
We'll take it.
It gets noticed.
No matter what.
It gets noticed, so we appreciate it.
I do want to make the dog park. I should probably try to get this out there. This Tuesday, we're going to activate the locks on there. So in order to use the dog park, you will have to be registered. And when you register, you will get a code that will be changed occasionally. But you have to have it. You have to have it registered to get in with a code.
How's the turf situation doing out there?
Not good. It's full of knotweed right now, which I'm just leaving it alone because it is cover.
Yeah.
So I had soil samples taken today. We're going to send those off, and we're going to see if there's something going on with the soil. And we may have to start doing some soil amendment over there, but it was recommended by our agronomist that we do not waste any more seed on it for now until we get the soil where we need to have it. But right now we do have weed cover. That actually doesn't look too bad.
Better than no cover. Right?
Somebody who uses that dog park twice a day, it's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's
a dog
usable.
park,
It's usable. It's not turf grass, but it has cover.
and it's not muddy. I mean,
Yeah.
even with the days that it rains, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't plan on closing it down until we get the soil where we need to be and when we do a reseed. And then we might have to shift people over to one side and keep one area closed. We'll just have to work that out. So,
thanks for that update. I encourage people to follow through with registering their dog and to get that code, and another usable park that we have. Any other questions for Guy? Comments? Well, we'll move along to our other gemstone of the community, the rec center. So we've got Brian
I
tonight.
feel like I should have went first so we could have all that good stuff that Guy is saying. So at the rec center, we have a lot of the roofing projects and the gas lines. That stuff's getting very close to being done. T&K Roofing is going to be the person redoing the roof, basically everything but the library area. After July 1st at some time. I don't know exactly the dates. I don't think that's been set yet. We did have a company come in and figure out where our leaks were for the outdoor pool. Found some link seals and just some caulking areas that needed to be redone. Some of the link seals could be tightened up and were fixed. Other ones could not be tightened up due to where they were, and there was actually some cement around the link seals, so they couldn't do it. So we brought a Randall waterproofing in to inject something into the areas to make it so it would stop leaking water. I don't know if we got it all, but it's way better than it was. There's still some water that is coming from somewhere, but not like it was rushing out before. So that's kind of the deal on the outdoor pool. Today we did have the indoor pool go down because there is a cracked pipe downstairs in the recirculating pump line that is cracked and water was squirting out. So we have we had to order a part. It wasn't, they couldn't get it today, so they ordered it. It should be there tomorrow. We don't know when. So we'll have to have that fixed tomorrow. So that's the indoor pool. Bowker Mechanical is who came and did all the link seals and tightened them up and did that for us. And then it was Randall Waterproofing from, I think, Lisbon that came and did the injection of a product to kind of stop some of the leakage. Trying to go along here. Blast ball, we started some blast ball program yesterday, which is a little kids program, kind of like T-ball, but a little bit even simpler than that. There's only 6 to 8 kids on the team, so it makes it a lot less. We start tennis lessons next week. The high school girls tennis coach is the instructor. We have quite a few kids signed up for that, more than normal for the tennis program. Gym floors, I think I talked about a little bit last time, how they were there was parts of it coming up. I took Ryan Heyer and Tracy in there the week ago, 2 weeks ago. We're going to resand both gym floors and try to start from scratch. So we'll have all new lines and put down different pickleball lines and new lines and do a little bit more colorful than it currently is. Probably put the new city logo in there somewhere also. So both gyms will be done. We're going to try to have one stay open and they'll work on one and then they'll close the one and leave the other one open. We're still seeing how long that'll take for that process, or if they just come in and we close them down and they can just knock them both out quicker. We'll see what the timeline is, but that'll probably be the end of August to the end of September, somewhere around in that range, that the gym floors will be resanded. Other than that, I think it's just basic kind of stuff that's going on and programs are kicking in. Summer is getting calls today on the outdoor pool. Is it open? There's people out there. There are lifeguards training. They're not actually people swimming. The pool heaters, talking about the pool heaters, we're still tweaking those for the outdoor pool. It wasn't heating for a while and now they got that fixed. So the water is getting warmer as we speak. And now with the temperatures being in the 70s, high 70s, that'll be interesting. But yeah, so that's working. They've been checking it out. They've been coming it seems like every other day there's someone there playing around with the pool heaters, but they're tweaking them and trying to get them right. So other than that, it's just basically rec stuff that's going on at the rec center. And
So outdoor
about it.
pool is opening.
it'll open on Saturday. It'll open on Saturday. Yep. Members can come from starting at noon, and then non-members and drop-ins can start at 1:00
At full capacity, is that
for
right?
the outdoor pool. We're just allowing the indoor pool to have lap swimmers for now, which is only 12 people, but we'll see how that goes and how busy it is. But it seems like with everything else, everything is more busy this year than years past even. So I think people are just wanting to get out and do stuff. So
How about your staffing at the rec center?
it's still not great. It's still hard to get anybody to. I did get an intern. It was a sister of one of the girls that worked there, but it's somebody that can work and will do a good job. And yeah, it's just hard. We're not getting many applications, and some of the people that come, they leave quickly. So I don't know. So
Questions or comments? for
Ashley is
Brian?
back tomorrow, so she's back from maternity leave starting tomorrow. I don't know why she picked Friday to come right before the pool opened, but she did, so she'll be back starting tomorrow. So other than that, Shelley's at an event right now. I don't even know what it's called. She's at an event right now, some park events.
Yeah, she's working with the Fox Run City Ambassadors that are
Oh,
doing a program.
Night, yeah.
Program
I think they're
today.
going to have
Every week,
that,
every
um,
Thursday.
the shaved ice. They're the
Yep, Kone.
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Kone.
Different things.
So that's
So
pretty
And
good.
what
that's-
neighborhood is that?
Fox Run. That's over there. Off
And they're gonna
Sales
rotate.
Mission.
They're gonna rotate it every Thursday. I think it is from 6 to 8. I think it is, and they'll rotate different
Different
parks. Yeah,
Different parks.
different areas.
Yes.
They need to get that on our side of town.
I think Shelley.
I could. Yeah.
I
I think Shelley said they're going to take out all of your activity bags out
Yep.
there, so
Yep.
kids can go through.
That's
them.
great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
folks, a lot of things going on in the community, and we hope you're taking advantage. And please spread the word, and to anybody that you don't think is getting the word, and you have the information, spread that to your friends and neighbors, because there's a lot of activities, especially for families.
We have free fishing on Saturday also, so that's a pretty big event.
But you still got to have a trout tag, right?
Yep, you have to have a trout tag, but you do not have to have a fishing license for that particular day or that particular weekend. Yep. Since there are trout in there, you might catch one. I'm assuming if you don't have a trout stand, you can just release it. So
Yeah. Anything else from Brian or Guy? Any other comments anybody has for tonight?
I think I have a question. So my son's playing t-ball, and we had some grandparents come in to watch.
Mhm.
Is there any, or has there been, and maybe there have been, and it's down because of construction that's going on over there. Is there any signage for which to park north or south based on the field locations? You know what I mean? Like I know what fields are what, but they didn't, so they parked on the wrong side and then had to walk kind of all the way around. Is that something that we've had, or is
we have some signage over on the north side to
Okay.
show where those fields are. But yeah, that would probably be a good. That might be not a bad idea.
that lot that's on the south side is nice because it cuts down the walk significantly, especially for people that can't walk as far. So yeah, I mean having direction arrows of those 4 fields sort of on this side, I think would be something.
Yeah, like field 5 through
Yeah, it's like
8.
Geico Field and
Yeah.
whatever their name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Pizza Ranch
Yeah,
Field.
It's
or
kind of hard
whatever,
to, yeah, we'd probably have to put
But
the
the prob-
numbers just
numbers
because they
because
change.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could put the numbers.
Put the number field numbers. Yeah. So then if that's the case, then it would be important that just the different leagues use the numbers as well as the sponsor.
Yeah.
So we can make sure that
Right.
we're
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. That's a good idea.
so just something to think about. I know it's all it's obviously a lot of construction in that area, so
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was a sign at some point that had come down. So
Good point. Thank you.
Have we
John.
had any more issues with break-ins, or I haven't heard of any, but
I haven't heard of any either since the last time.
yeah, I was on a
Yeah.
Friday night. I think it was like 10 cars got
Yeah.
broken into.
yeah, I did
but-
hear about that.
Wait,
And it
what
all happened within.
This
We were there actually that night. We were standing next to people that it happened right there in that north lot. They
it's
just
a
boom, boom, boom.
professional group that comes through that
Yeah.
they pull up between cars and they break windows if they see something on the seat, and they're rental cars. Yeah, just
But they're
They-
coming
this
off
has
the,
happened before?
my understanding is they're coming off the freeway. They
Yeah.
just come, they're
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not from here.
not,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
As I'm just sitting here thinking my purse is sitting
Mhm.
on.
I know you get
Yeah,
so used to
that's
it
a-
being like Iowa,
Yeah.
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 So,
So-
we tried to get the word out. I stopped over and talked to all of our pickleball group
Yep.
and let them know. And half of them went out and got and re-stashed where they had the car.
Right.
And we have the police, so I send them my schedules like ball diamonds, or weekend tournaments and stuff like that. So they have the schedule and they've been patrolling it, and there is a sign there now that tells people, hey, lock your stuff up, don't put it out in sight, all that good stuff. So the
reminder.
police are doing their rounds in there too. So
Yeah.
Cool.
Unfortunately,
yeah, I think it was 10 cars that got hit that one Friday night.
So sad.
Yeah. And there's a lot, I mean, it's busy as heck. I mean, it's,
yeah, I think soccer got hit too.
yeah, soccer got hit. Yeah.
Soccer program.
Yeah, that's again, word out to your friends and neighbors, and as we're out in the community, it's not just locking, it's leaving things visible.
Yeah.
That's what makes some of that
Yeah.
happen.
Because if they want in, they're going to get in,
Yeah.
even if it's locked. But
So were they apprehended, or how do you know that they're not
No,
from the area?
they
yeah, it's
Just like it's an ongoing pattern across
very
the board.
professional.
Yeah.
They're
They don't.
Yep.
they're very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't get caught
Yeah.
from what I've been hearing.
Well, and they're not just doing here.
No.
No, they
No.
Iowa City,
No,
Cedar
Horrible's been
Rapids.
hit, and yeah.
um,
They're just
I'm
sort of-
surprised no one sees. I mean,
Yeah.
No, they're good. They must be really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll quit using the word professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, professional.
Because you think, I mean, sometimes there's
They're
kids just sitting in a
experienced.
car
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
hanging out
They're
because they don't want to
walking.
go watch their game,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
Interesting.
That's crazy. But That'd be frightening if I was a kid in the car and all of a sudden the window broke or.
Be vigilant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, Laura, thank you for serving short time on here.
It's been real.
We'll soon hear about the new appointments. I don't know. I think Jeremy did reapply.
I did.
Understand that. So we will be
Fingers crossed.
at our next meeting. We'll have our new appointees. Anything else? No, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
All motion.
Oh, Laura, put her name in the minutes.
That's right. I'll second.
Jeremy
Yeah.
second. Any objection?